3 years later, he said, well, I think you're a liar because you haven't left yet. And we need to catechize you and bring you in. So I came into the Orthodox Church there. And I happened to be blessed to be in a community that had a very strong spiritual life. We did the hours during the day. I quit my job and went to work for the church. I cleaned the church and took care of a house there that was a youth house. And so I got to spend all my time on property. I could go to all the services. And that's where I fell in love with the services. And that was where I found the most peace, was in church. And then, lo and behold, a lot of monastics would pass through the area to Spruce Island, and they would spend a day or two with us. And I started meeting these monastics and went, oh, this is interesting. And I started doing the services with them. So I would get off. I worked a part-time job too outside of the church, and I would get off work and come in and do the hours with the nuns. And I was totally smitten at that point that that's what I wanted to do. So time passed. I still had bills to pay off. I had to take an out-of-school loan. I had to pay all these things off. And I had worked for the airlines at the time also, so I got to fly free everywhere. So I got to fly to different monasteries to visit them. And there weren't too many women's monasteries in those days. I think there was 4, maybe. A Russian one, 2 OCA, and a Greek one at the time. There were men's monasteries, but not very many women's. So I would visit them. My priest really wanted me to stay there and be married. So I had the time. He would introduce me to people he thought I should date. And we were just friends. We turned out to be really good friends. And it was fine. They were all supportive of what I wanted to do as a monastic. Then a 94-year-old monk moved across the street from where I was living. And I wanted to be one of his caretakers. So I would go over and spend time with him and talk to him he'd been a monk all his life. And I would spend time talking to him. He was up there to help the church realign what it was supposed to be doing. And so I would go over and hear his stories and take him on his walks. And he was a very humble man. I would go to walk with him and he'd go, it's time to walk the dog. Because he just like, everybody just comes to walk me like a dog, But he was really sweet. But he kind of guided me from there to pursue the monastic life then.